Universal Studios Hollywood is turning up the heat because Fan Fest nights are kicking off next week. You need to check out the new Jurassic World-themed walkthrough experience on the lower lot, where they have just installed a massive new snack stand called Raptor Bites. It is perfectly placed right next to that iconic green camo-painted Mercedes SUV from the Lost World.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Things are getting much tougher for fans heading to Jurassic Park in Toronto. Because the Toronto Raptors are finally back in the NBA playoffs, Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment has introduced a new mandatory raffle system to manage the massive crowds at Maple Leaf Square. You have to win a spot through the team app just for the honor of standing outside to watch the big game. The atmosphere was intense as the Toronto Raptors faced off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in their first-round series opener. Despite the rain and the new ticketed entry process, diehard fans still packed Jurassic Park to cheer on their squad. But unfortunately, the home team struggled to maintain their momentum and dropped the opening game of the series. Even with the loss, the energy was electric as supporters like Matthew Fawcett and young fans Adam Jakuka and Jack Stanley proved that Jurassic Park remains the heart of Toronto basketball fandom. Whether you are catching the next game or planning your trip to Universal Studios, we have all the coverage you need right here. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Ever wondered what it feels like to grab a snack while a T-Rex is hunting you down? Well, Universal Studios Hollywood is about to turn that terrifying thought into a delicious reality. With Fan Fest nights kicking off next week, the lower lot has officially been transformed, and the latest addition is a Jurassic World-themed snack stand that looks like it was plucked straight from the set. This isn't just your average concession stand. It is perfectly tucked away behind camouflage netting and strategically positioned right next to that iconic green Mercedes SUV from the Lost World. They have even gone the extra mile with a cooler disguised as a weathered wooden crate. Talk about movie-grade immersion. You will find this setup near Jurassic World, the ride serving as the perfect pit stop during the new Jurassic World, a journey through the ages walkthrough. This experience is the real deal, featuring life-size props, iconic vehicle displays, and actual dinosaur puppeteers roaming the area. But the prehistoric action is just the tip of the iceberg for Fan Fest nights. We are talking about a massive park-wide takeover, featuring everything from a high-octane one-piece stunt show at Water World to a brand-new, interactive Scooby-Doo mystery on the studio tram. Universal is really pulling out all the stops to make these nights unforgettable. So the big question is, which of these worlds are you most excited to step into first? Hit us up on social media and let us know your game plan. Because at the end of the day, some parks just want you to ride the rides, but Universal wants you to live the movies. Ever felt like you needed a winning lottery ticket just to cheer on your favorite team? Well, if you're a Toronto Raptors fan, that feeling is now a reality. Welcome to the new era of Jurassic Park, where the iconic Tailgate experience outside Scotiabank Arena just got a major reality check. For years, Maple Leaf Square has been the pulsing heart of Raptors fandom, a chaotic, electric hub where thousands would cram in to scream at a big screen. But as the Raptors make their triumphant return to the NBA playoffs after a 4-year drought, things are changing. You can't just walk up and join the party anymore. You need an invite. MLSE has officially moved to a mandatory raffle system for entry, meaning your spot in the crowd now depends entirely on a digital draw. Starting the day before every playoff game, you've got a 3-hour window, from 9 a.m. to noon, to enter via the Raptors mobile app. If you win, you get 2 passes. If you lose, well, you're watching from your couch. It's a strategy we've seen used for the Maple Leafs, but the transition for Raptors fans has been anything but smooth. The backlash online has been swift and brutal. Fans are taking to social media to vent their frustration, with some even joking about the honor of entering a raffle just to stand outside in the cold. Others are aiming their anger directly at MLSE leadership, with some fans going as far as to wish for an early playoff exit just to spite the management. It really makes you wonder, Does the convenience of crowd control ruin the organic, spontaneous energy that made Jurassic Park legendary in the first place? Is a curated crowd still the same as the wild spirit of the playoffs? I want to hear from you. Is this raffle system a necessary evil for safety, or has the corporate machine finally killed the vibe? Drop a comment below, hit that like button if you think the open gate policy should return, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of sports culture. At the end of the day, a stadium is just a building, but a fan base is a community. Let's hope they find a way to keep the passion alive. Tough night for Toronto Hoops fans, as the Raptors drop the series opener against the Cavaliers. It's a bitter pill to swallow, especially for the diehards braving the rain down at Jurassic Park. While the weather might be cooling off across the GTA this week, the heat on the court is just getting turned up. But sports is only part of the story today. We are tracking a rapidly shifting global landscape. Tensions are peaking in the Middle East as Iran abruptly reverses course on the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical oil artery. Citing a breakdown in trust with the U.S., this is a massive geopolitical gamble that's already fueling uncertainty in global energy markets, and experts warn that Canadian gas prices could be in for a rocky ride. Meanwhile, the world is watching in horror as a tragic shooting in Kyiv leaves 6 people dead after a gunman terrorized a local supermarket. It is a sobering reminder of how volatile the state of global security truly is. On the home front, we are seeing the ripple effects of a changing world, from major flight suspensions between Toronto and New York due to surging fuel costs, to local families in Malton suffering devastating home invasions. It's a lot to process, and it's why staying informed matters more than ever. We want to know how you're feeling about the state of the season and these breaking global events. Drop a comment below, and let's get the conversation started. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with our 24/7 coverage as these stories develop. Stay safe out there, and remember, the news never stops, and neither do we. Remember the electric roar of Jurassic Park? After 4 years, that legendary energy is finally back, and for Toronto fans, it feels like a homecoming. Even with a rainy start, the atmosphere outside Scotiabank Arena was nothing short of a time capsule, a beautiful collision of the We the North, glory days, and the fresh, hungry era of Scotty Barnes. Walking through the crowd, you realize something special. While the rosters have shifted, the DNA of this fanbase remains unchanged. You see a sea of vintage Lowry and Siakam jerseys mixed with the new guard, proving that these fans aren't just cheering for a team. They are celebrating a tradition they helped build. It's wild to think that kids who were in grade school during the 2019 title run are now the ones leading the chants. For newcomers like Adam and Jack, this wasn't just a tailgate, it was a rite of passage. This year, the Jurassic Park experience got a massive upgrade, bigger screens, more interactive zones, and a smoother raffle system that replaced the old-school marathon lines. Sure, the game itself didn't go the Raptors' way against the Cavaliers, but that's the beauty of being a diehard. Whether it's a blowout or a buzzer beater, the community shows up. You look at fans like Matthew Fawcett, decked out in a red wig and full team spirit, and you get it. It's not just about the final score, it's about the collective heartbeat of the city. We've seen this team rebuild, pivot, and evolve, and now the playoffs are back where they belong. The Raptors might have dropped Game 1, but if the energy in Jurassic Park is any indicator, this series is far from over. If you love stories about loyalty and the raw passion of sports, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite memory of Jurassic Park? Sometimes, the most important victory isn't on the scoreboard, but in the community you build along the way.